I am now. I took my jacket off. It's nice and toasty. Well, I don't like that angle. That's okay.
You want me to move it this way?
Okay. She texted me. I was wondering if there's like ashes and I think it's shot. This way
Ready?
yeah. All of you guys come up front with me. So Sonia, Norma, come on up here with me, Norma. Yeah, you guys are all going to talk. Yeah. Norma, maybe you can stand up here. Ashley, Elizabeth, Sonia, where's Sonia? Who am I missing?
I went to the restroom, maybe?
Justin, Justin's up here.
Sonia.
Sonia's here. Yeah. Down this way. Okay. You guys all fit? What time is it? It's a little late. Yeah. Okay. I'm just all right. 11:50. We're gonna get started. A little bit late, but I'm sure we'll have people trick in as we get moving. And so first, thank you guys for being here. It is a beautiful rainy day, and so I think a lot of people ended up staying, at home under the covers. But we're here, and we're going to enjoy some tacos, and we're going to enjoy each other's company. I wanted to first and foremost thank all of you guys that are standing up here with me. So right here, this is our core leadership team. And without them, nothing functions in the right way. And so, I'm so grateful to all of you guys for just always doing your best and, putting your good foot forward and holding up Champions Community the way that you guys do. So let's give them a nice I wanted to start by just telling you guys the purpose of these meetings. So as you guys know, in the Champions Community, we have a few hundred people, a few hundred agents. And look around, out of a few hundred agents, we have you guys, right, that showed up today. And this is kind of what happens in classes. We'll have certain groups for certain classes because, we understand that not everybody can show up to everything. If you did, then you probably wouldn't be working. We offer a lot of classes. But the purpose of this particular meeting is for at least once a month. We want to get together as a community, and our hope is that this group grows. As we move along, And as we're consistent with it, because you guys, consistency brings that growth. And the more people that see, we're consistent and we're here every month collaborating and talking to each other, the more people are going to join in. And what does that do is it brings more knowledge to you guys, because the more that we can share and grow, as a community, the better that we're going to do. And with that, I just want to start out and say I'm super proud of you guys, for last year. I think we had close to over 80 awards, right? Ashley, you just tallied it up, like 85 award recipients. And as you guys know, it's tough to get that award category. And so we did very, very well as a unit last year and closed a lot of transactions. We'll see if we hit that billion mark, but I'm very hopeful for that again this year because we have a powerful group. What we're going to do today, just to kind of give you like the agenda, we want to be respectful of the hour. We want to make sure that you guys get out and we're able to enjoy the tacos on time and network and talk. I challenge you guys in these meetings every month that if you see a new face, we have a lot of new faces in the Champions community, and also our new faces, to go outside your comfort zone and to talk to each other. Not to stay within your same comfort zone, talking to the same people, but to really move out of that. And somebody that you don't know, go up to them, introduce yourself, see what they're about, get to know them, because the more that we network, the better our business does and the more collaboration we have. It just takes that effort. It takes that effort. So we started this year, as you guys know, like with a bang. Real estate, I feel, is coming back to a degree, and hopefully everybody here is going to each talk about their department and bring some value to you guys. Hi, James. Hopefully, this year, I feel there's going to be a lot more movement in the market. And we're going to have more transactions and more opportunity for you guys. The one piece of advice, as I was coming here this morning, I was thinking, what is the one piece of advice that I would give to you guys, for this year? Because we all have different goals, right? Like we all have different things that we want to accomplish. The one piece of advice that I would have for you guys is to really know, like, what is it that you want to accomplish? Where are you in your business and what is it that you want to accomplish? Because then you're going to know how to get there. Now, what we do as salespeople, we're prospectors, right? And a lot of the time, I think that we go about our day and we go about our business and we forget that that is the most important thing that we should be doing every day is prospecting. Because if you're not prospecting for a certain amount of time every day, and I mean really prospecting, not just, going to the office or picking up the phone and making a couple of calls, but how long are you guys actually prospecting every day? And I'm going to tell you a little story that it relates to any business because, we're all in sales in one format or another. So whenever I see and I know that the company is, let's say, doing a certain amount of volume, I know in my mind, and you guys should be thinking this as well for your business because you're running a business. You're independent contractors, you're running a business. So I always think, if the company is here, how am I going to get it to here? Because getting it to here benefits everybody. More talent is within the company. I prospect. And I can have people, as some of you know, I have recruiters. They prospect for me and they make calls. But the one thing that I've done and I've maintained consistency with throughout the years, I always like to meet people. I like to meet the talent that is coming into the company. So you guys, you can have people or systems or drip cap, whatever it is that you're doing to prospect and get business. Great, you can do that, but ultimately I suggest that you guys be the closer. meaning you guys are the ones that are actually talking to the client, closing them, and then you're the ones that are hand-on with your transactions, because that's usually when clients end up getting lost. So that is just like a little portion of, what I wanted to share. Obviously, we're gonna all share different things that are happening with the company, but I kind of wanted to throw that out there because the more that I'm talking to people, I see that they're servicing, their clients and they're closing transactions and they're doing all of that, but they're really not spending enough time prospecting. And if you're not doing that, you're not going to get your business to the next level. Like, it's never going to happen. You're going to stay where you're at. If you're getting referrals and you're happy where you're at, wonderful. But if you want to grow that business, you've got to prospect every single day in one way or another. And it may not be enjoyable and fun, but when that ball gets rolling and you start closing deals and you start feeling that energy, believe me, it becomes really fun and you get good at it very, very quickly. So just keep on the prospecting. I keep a notebook. I still, to this day, I might have everything on my phone. I still, to this day, have my notebook. Because, and I challenge you guys, I say this over and over, to do that and write down every day, like, how much are you guys actually prospecting? And then if your answer at the end of the week and you look at the hours at the end of the week and you've only got like 5-10 hours, you're not going to grow because you're not treating your business like a business. So I just wanted to throw that out there. This is not, going to be a session of Jennifer telling you guys what to do and so forth. This is more of a forum where I wanted to come together, and like I said at the beginning of when I started talking, to come together so that we can grow this group as people see it get more and more consistent. I want like this whole area to be filled with all of our champions so that we can collaborate, we can come together, we can network, share ideas, and you guys bring forth things as well. This is going to be your time to also give input. We have a lot of events coming up. So you guys see, the calendar and everything, but I'm going to let the team, we're going to go one by one, and every head of department, they're going to tell you what is going on in the department, anything new. And then at the end of it, we kind of have something a little bit exciting to share regarding, book club and other things and intentions behind what it is that we're doing, the Champions community. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to my fabulous partner, Sonia. And you guys, that I'm sure all of you know Sonia, but she does, a lot of the trainings. She is a master in her field, and she is one amazing, listing agent. So if you guys ever want to know anything about listings or getting listings, this woman right here does like 25 million single-handedly.
So who's already having a wonderful 2025? So even if you're not where you want to be yet, as long as you're doing the work that you need to do, it will be there, but you can't give up. And I think as entrepreneurs, just like Jennifer said, a lot of times we're our hardest critics, and we're really hard on ourselves. Instead of, take a moment to, feel what you're feeling, but jump back into why you're doing what you're doing and the families that are waiting for you to help them. So I try to train all my new agents and let them know that we are not salespeople. We don't sell anything. We are here to provide a service. We're here to guide and educate. And as long as you're not chasing that dollar, you will have success. When you're chasing the dollar, you will not have success. So it's important for, you guys to really dig deep in there and realize what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it. There's no secret to those of us who are consistently closing. And again, if you guys are struggling, talk to any one of us. We have amazing agents in our community, like Jennifer said. So talk to any one of us. There's no secrets here. We are all open to sharing because there's enough business for everybody. Okay, so in what I do, I help mentor new agents. So even agents that have been in the business for a while and are struggling, we have our Monday mastermind meetings. Come to our classes. I have a lot of seasoned agents that come that provide value as well. we're there talking about what's happening and where the struggles are, where the wins are, and you actually take away a lot of information. Joe came to our last one. What would you say, Joe?
That was pretty awesome. It was really cool.
So, I mean,
I learned a lot.
yeah, no, I mean, we all, like I said, collaborate and just help one another. None of us can do it single-handedly. There's nothing wrong with asking for help when you need it. We're definitely here for that. If any of you guys have open houses and need help with them, the new app, which I'm sure Justin will talk about, make sure you guys are utilizing that. We have a lot of agents that would be happy to do it, but it's important. Planning is important, you guys. If you guys need help with your open houses, please don't text the day before. Can someone just sit in my open house? We're not just bodies to sit in your open house. We want to be able to maximize our time as well. So if you know that you're going to need someone, please give them as much time as possible so they can market, they can do whatever it is they need to do so their day can be successful as well. Because they're, like I said, we just don't want to sit somewhere and have no activity. The whole purpose is for us to build that activity to sell your listing as well. So just be mindful of that as well. And I don't know what else to say other than just please, you guys, if you guys have any ideas, any suggestions on classes, please let us know. We're trying to bring you the value that you guys need, depending upon how the market is going, because it's always different. It's changing, consistently. So just if you have any ideas, reach out to anybody here and let us know, so that way we can put together those classes. But try your best to take advantage of everything that is offered here, because we all put a lot of time and energy behind it to bring that value to you. And when we don't see some of the agents attending, and then they're struggling, we're trying to figure out how we can, bridge that gap, so that way you guys don't feel you're alone, and you guys know that we're here to support you. So I think I can speak for all of us that we're here to, support you guys as a whole. So we hope to see you guys at R4, the dinner, right? The Champions Dinner. That's in 2 weeks. Woohoo! Yeah, so again, we're here to support you guys, which way. So I don't know what to say.
Let's see. Okay, now for those that don't know who I am, I'm Elizabeth. I am Jennifer's business partner out of the offices in West Covina. We just had a great class a couple of days ago. It was a full house on how to get listings this year. And obviously what we want to do is encourage you guys to get the business, learn how to get the business, how to grow your business. And I'm going to piggyback what Sonia's just said. When it comes down to classes, we do put the effort and the energy into creating these classes fit for you guys. So I want to encourage you, for you agents, if you know someone in the business, in the industry, maybe they don't have what we have in their office, I absolutely encourage you to invite them, because our dynamic here is totally different than what I've seen at other offices. And I'm not going to say it because I'm a RE/MAX Champions agent, but I'm sorry, no one can beat what we have. We have tons of training, tons of support, broker support, and it's something amazing, and they won't know unless you invite. You guys will get the feel, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it from where you guys were at before to now, that there's an energy here and there's a full abundance here that is full of help, knowledge, and just encourages you guys to do a little bit more and step it up a little bit more. So I'm glad that you guys are here. We look forward for more of these rallies every month. We want to see you here. We want to see other agents come, spread the word, and honestly, look at the calendars, look at the app. I know Justin's going to talk about it, but honestly, guys, talk to each and every one of us. Get to know us. Pick our brains. Pick Sonia's brain. Pick Jennifer's brain. If she's walking out of the door, grab her. I'm just kidding. No, but pick each and every one of our brains, because we've been here for quite a long time. Sonia's been here for a while. I've been here. Everyone up here. We've over 20 years. You see here. So it's an amazing feel to be part of the Champions community, and I hope you guys feel the same way. And I encourage you guys to do the nothing but the best. Check out the trainings, pick our brains, and yeah, that's it.
And this month, you know what? We forgot to say, this month And then I'm gonna move on to Norma. This month, we've already put the numbers out. So if you guys already saw, all of the numbers for the month came out. But what we're going to do in the future, next month, we're going to put numbers out here. So that's also the intention of these meetings. Oh, were you gonna be saying that, Ashley? Never mind, erase. You didn't hear any of that. So I'm gonna just rewind. I saw her fidgeting and I thought maybe I said something. Okay, I'll just like to say Norma. You guys all know Norma. Norma and I, Norma is the escrow manager here at Legacy First Escrow. Norma and I have worked together for 24 years. We're dating ourselves. We started when we were 10. 24 years and 25 almost. Gosh, we've been doing this forever. Norma is an escrow guru. And whenever I have, certain like issues or things that I need to figure out on a property or title or whatever it is, I mean, she knows the answer. She has been through it all, done it all. And so, I'm very, very grateful to work with you, Norma. Like you're so smart in
Becomes a
escrow.
family. Becomes a family.
So go ahead.
Good morning to everybody.
Good
I'm
morning.
Norma from Legacy. I see a lot of familiar faces. Our main issue we're having in escrow right now, and I think I need to address it, trust. You gotta let us know, and I know a lot of my officers have had that issue. You guys do the contracts, but you guys are not telling us. People are deceased. And that's a big thing because
That they're deceased?
the owners of the trust are deceased. Yes, like those are the contracts.
I'm diseased.
No, like people, like they'll open an escrow contract and they don't tell, they just put the trust name and then we type our escrow based on what we see on the legal vesting. And they don't tell us, oh, you know what?
That the person passed away.
The trustee is already deceased. I'm like, okay, communication, let us know because it changes the aspect of the escrow process. We need to have original death certificates, we need to get a copy of the trust, and then you guys have to get a tax ID number. Because we cannot disperse those funds to the successor trustee if we don't have a tax ID number. So it's really imperative. It's even invoices. You guys have to let us know. We can't just say, oh, can you just pay me, reimburse me? No, we need to have actual back paper trail. We have to. We just
You
finished.
can't just launder the money out?
We cannot. We just finished. I just finished an audit with the state, so we have to make sure everything is protection of you guys, also protection of the customer, protects everybody around. 1031 exchange. We are going to have a class March, Justin.
March.
So I recommend you guys, if you guys have questions, we're having a class in March here. We're bringing somebody outside to teach you guys, if you guys have any questions on the 1031, get with your officers, communicate with your officers. There's Jackie, there's Grace, there's Maria, myself. Also, we all run a unit. Just touch bases with this. Communication goes long ways. We have on the app, we put up the opening sheet, we put the SI, the loan information. If you have a listing, open your listing, get a listing prelim. You want to see what's going on before you even open the escrow. And just get with us, can you review this prelim? Just let us know. We're here to help you guys, make it easier for you guys. It's also for everybody else, because at the end of the day, we have to work as a team. Communicate, goes a long ways, And if you guys have questions, we are always, you can call us or email us. We're always here to help you guys. And if you see if your officer's busy, you go call, ask me, Grace, Jackie, Maria, anybody, If we don't have the answer, we'll find, it might take us, but we'll find. We're not just gonna say, no, we can't open the escrow. No, there's always has to be a reason we can't do it, or, we could do it, this is what we need, I know sometimes when you guys open it, or anybody, I'm just saying you guys in general, they get, oh, we need more paperwork. We wanna make sure everything is protected and covered, especially when you're dealing with transfer of title. We have to give pure title to the customer, Solars, a lot of solars are going out of business. You still have to get that release. We can't close without releases, Refis is totally different because there's some title companies that will give you a special endorsement, so we don't have to get releases. But just get with me on those ones because there's a special endorsement. Certain title companies will offer that. They give you a special, if you're doing refinances, they'll give you a special endorsement so you don't have to get releases. So there's only certain companies out there that does that, So I don't know if Pacific does give a special endorsement, certain companies they do, so, Marlena does to her office, does to, we just get a special endorsement. But just feel free, if you guys have any questions, we're gonna be having these classes every month, or get with your officers, you know, we're all here to help you guys, make it easier for you guys as well. So yeah, just trust, make sure if they're deceased, there's a successor trustee, you gotta get that tax ID number, we can't give you guys the funds or make the funds to the successor trustee, it has to go through trust. So it's imperative that we get, without that tax ID number, we can't release the funds. Yeah, so thank you guys, look forward to working with everybody.
Another woman I've worked with 25 years.
Yeah, you're ready, you're gonna have.
So yeah, we all know each other really well. I'm in management, anything report-wise, transaction-wise, number-wise, contract-wise,
She holds the
issue-wise.
money. She holds the money, so everybody texting me if I can clear a check, I go to her for my money. So don't, anyway, go ahead.
So all that kind of goes together, obviously, because it all works in order for the company to work properly. As she was saying, we're giving out the numbers, but that's something we're gonna start next month, because obviously you guys saw this month. What we did wanna go over is, we like the numbers to be completely accurate when we put them out there. Well, it comes from reports, so it's not like anybody, I'm not sitting there and tallying up every single person's numbers individually. It comes from the brokerage system, which means that falls back on whoever's entering those transactions, that's what that report's ran by. So, for example, this month we had a TC who put a listing checklist. Well, if you put a listing checklist and you double ended it, you're not gonna get credit for the full sales volume on both sides, you're gonna get the sales volume for a listing side. Therefore, that's gonna change where you fall on that ranking, because if it's 500,000, you just got credit for 500,000 instead of 1 million for your sales volume. So we wanna make sure that everybody's aware that whatever's being entered, that you're getting credit for it, that it is entered as the right type of transaction, and on both sides you represent it, and that your TC is well versed on it. We're there, like I said, for questions, issues, anything like that. Tanya as well. If they have a question on how to enter in Brokerman or what should be used, always ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. It takes a minute, either email or phone call. It's too simple because we want you guys to get the credit and be out there and be seen for it. Anything else? I know I get a lot of calls from outside brokers if there's an issue. I'm never going to answer them before talking to you. So if I'm emailing you, calling you, doesn't mean you're in trouble, it just means I'm trying to help. So don't avoid me. And I'm trying to help you guys. And then the same thing, contract questions. There's a lot of changes. We see it every day. I don't just see my own, I see everybody else's transactions as well. So it's a lot more that I'm aware of that maybe I can assist you if you weren't sure of. So open door policy, so I'm always there. Good to see you guys all here.
I have a question. You know, when we put in the commission, you want us to put in the dollar amount and not the percentage, right?
It works better. It usually is, yeah.
Brokerman, is that what you want? Oh, okay.
And when we do verify, when we're putting it in on the dollar amount, it's mostly whether or not you're actually putting yourself as the agent you won't get credit for, or like I said, the transaction side or type. That is like the biggest issue for when it comes to numbers. So that's that, and then I'm gonna give over to Tanya, which helps me.
Good morning. I do the file compliance, so we enter all our files, all our transactions into the Brokerman system. If you're new, I can set you up with a Brokerman system. If you need a one-on-one training on how to enter your documents into the system, I can help you too. So just let me know if you want to do one-on-one with me. Also, yes, regarding the numbers, as Ashley said, we're always a month behind as far as closing all the transactions. I make sure I close all the transactions in Brokerman, and make sure that you're putting yourself as an agent, but it has to say user, and also, like Ashley said, in dollar amount, what else? So as I said, I do file compliance. I make sure we have our required DRE forms, our in-house forms. If you need those, I could send them to you. If you're new, I could send you the correct ones too. So is there any questions that anybody has for me? Or I pretty much get it? Or if there's any problem that you have, I could always do a one-on-one, like I said. So What else?
And to make the
Yeah.
TCs aware of it also.
Yes,
like,
yes, I always,
yeah.
I have done that. I have noticed, where the TCs, like I said, it was a double ender, dual agency, and they ended up putting it on the list, and I had to let them know it's very important that you do put it under a dual agency and that you're putting the agent on both sides, not just one side. And, because it's their numbers, they want to get credit for it. And, if they would only put one side, then they won't get the credit for it, so.
And if she does reject something, it's just, you can look in the comments, because we won't just
I try
reject
to make
something without
mine-
a reason.
I-
It will give you exactly what's needed to have it cleared, so that it just makes it simpler instead of thinking, well, gee, I uploaded it, why did it get returned? And upload the same
Yes.
thing, well, then she will put the note, so you just have to
I-
look on comments.
Yeah, I try to make the notes clear, so if you're missing a date, if you're missing a signature, missing initials, it's all gonna be in there, so.
And you want to make sure, like they said, that, talk to your TCs, because it's not so much about the numbers being put out, right? Like getting on that list. It's the actual accomplishment of getting on that list, because it's tough to get on that list at this office. And we're doing like a couple hundred transactions a month. And so with that much volume, it's impossible to go through and to check, the entries. Like, the entries have to be made by the agent or the TC. And then if they fail to do that or don't do it in the right way, or they're not trained in it, then you're not on that list. And it may not be like that big of a deal, but it kind of is, because it's like the work that, you've had to put in to get there. And it just feels good to be on there, and we can't take the list down and keep correcting it, because, TCs or people aren't inputting things, appropriately. So then you miss out on being on the list. And it's just the acknowledgement behind it. You work hard for it, and it feels good to be able to get there, with such a competitive group, because we have like such a competitive group. So I just wanted to add that too, make sure your TCs are trained. A lot of people use TCs, and we're willing to go through and train them.
Yes, and all transactions need to be input, whether it's, even if it's a referral, and if it's just one sheet of referral, it also has to be entered in the Brokerman system as well, so. Anything else? It's your turn.
And then there's
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want you guys to give yourselves a round of applause, because rain or shine, you guys are here. So I just want you guys to congratulate you and also for your great accomplishments for 2024. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lala Delgado. It's Aurelia Delgado, but I like to be called Lala. Lala means love, and that's just a name that I prefer. So I am with Champions Mortgage. I am in the business development. And I know probably the biggest question that we get is, what are the interest rates doing, right? It's like, are they ever going to go to 2 and 3s? The answer is no. I mean, at least that's not. But if I get my little crystal ball and look into what's going to happen in the future, the truth be told, that there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of a lot of stuff going on without, commenting on certain things. A lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress. People are wondering what's going to happen, with everything, coming in with the new presidential election, and what's going to happen with our business and changes. There's a lot of changes. But the thing that I want to remind you is, if we stay focused on our vision, on our goal for our business, then, we will be able to grow and evolve. And one thing that I've learned, I've been in the business for over 30 years. She said 20 years. I've been in the business for 30 years. I started with wholesale and retail in lending. And then I came out of that and I went into real estate for the past 15 years. So I've been a realtor. I know what it takes to hustle, to get your deals closed. And I know what matters to me is your team. And so if I could offer anything is, build your team, your appraisal, your lender, your title rep, your lender, obviously, your people, because if you build a strong team, they're going to take care of you. And trust and integrity is very important. Who you do business with matters, because they're going to be your support and your guidance to get that deal done. At the end of the day, if we don't get it closed, we don't get paid. And that was one thing with real estate. I don't care if you've had, 1 year experience or 1 month or 30 years, it really doesn't matter. We don't know anything if we don't open up our mind to learn and evolve. And that's been a great lesson for me throughout my years, if I could offer that to you guys. So what I would like to offer for you as Champions Mortgage Business Development is I would like to partner with those of you who are interested to work together, to collaborate. If there's a project that you would like to do with lending, with commercial loans, with anything, we're here to support. Our goal is to grow the Champions Mortgage Department, whether you're working with an existing loan officer right now with Champions Mortgage or someone else. We are here to collaborate with you, and I think that's what matters, is when we come together with a real estate and a lender partner, and then you're out there doing your thing. And so that's what I've learned throughout my years. If I could offer that, it's just have an open mind and open heart when we're working and growing our business. And I would ask you, if you look back into 2024, what is one area in your business that you would like to grow this year? And if it's just that one thing, we don't have to get overcomplicated, like I want to do this and this and that. Because what happens is we scatter ourselves, we scatter our energy, and now nothing gets done. We just get frustrated and stressed. So if I was to invite you right now to just think of one thing where you would like to grow, perhaps it's doing more events, perhaps it's teaming up with someone to help you grow your business, perhaps it's going to Sonia's classes or with Liz, or just building that core team, then we are here to guide you in that. And that's what I would like to offer to you. I don't know everything. I don't know anything, I'll just say, because when we think we know everything, that's when we stop growing. So I'm here to offer my service to you, how I can help you. I've done real estate, I've done lending, and I also do wellness community workshops. You'll be seeing that. I also am a big believer in self-development, self-growth. And sometimes there's areas in our lives that we don't see for ourselves. So it's very important when we connect with others, and then they can reflect things on us. We might not be able to see it because we're like Doug like this in our business. So self-development, learning and growing from each other is huge. And that was the reason why I came to RE/MAX Champions. I've worked with many brokers in the Inland Empire throughout my years. And the one thing that I really loved about RE/MAX and Champions community is this right here. There's a lot of free trainings. There's a lot of integration, collaboration. And if you truly want to learn, the tools are here. It's just a matter if we show up, right? If we don't show up, then nothing's going to happen. And so that's what I would like to say here. I could get into, we're going to talk about programs. There's going to be trainings for programs. If you have questions about lending, I'm here to assist. And so we're here to support you. The other thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to acknowledge some people in our Champions Mortgage. You've probably seen them around. And we would like to do more of this so that way we can connect. Like I always like to say, heart to heart, right? We have to have that trust and integrity. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And that's it, that's it. And then we just do what we need to do. First of all, I'd like to have Evelyn stand up here, and I'd like to introduce Evelyn. Evelyn just joined our team, and I'm so excited to have her. She's like my sister. We've worked in the past many years. She has lending experience. She's very knowledgeable. She's going to be assisting me in a lot of trainings. She's doing loan processing and loan operations, and I'm just really excited to bring her on board. So I just want to welcome her.
Hi, everyone. I'm really happy and honored to be here with all of you. I am the new addition to the Champions community, and I'm also part of the operations, and I'll be assisting also with processing. So if any of you have any questions for me, I'm at the office, and I'm loving that you guys are all here, and I would love to get to know each and every one of you. Thank you.
Yes. And the next person that I'd like to acknowledge, and he's here, is Joe Garcia. Stand up. Oh, yeah, so Joe is also part of our Champions Mortgage, and he's also with Champions Real Estate. So, I just want to, you joined us maybe 6-7 months ago.
Something like that.
Yeah, so he's doing a lot. He's doing a lot. So he's always showing up. I always see him at our training. So You know, he's also part of Champions Mortgage, so I wanted to acknowledge him. And then another person is Sylvia back there. Sylvia. Yeah. So Sylvia is our senior loan officer. She's been with Champions Mortgage, I think maybe 5-6 years. She was our pioneer, the person that started our mortgage company. So you can reach out to her, any of us. But the main thing is that you reach out to somebody, right? And so that's all I have to offer here, and I'll be available if you, if I haven't met you, please approach me. I would like to meet you face to face with the name and, you know, just enjoy tacos and everything. And I think that's it for me. Oh,
Thank you, Lala.
Mr. Justin.
I forgot about.
And everybody's sorry, I'm not gonna take up too much of the time, but I'm Justin. If I haven't met you, I'm the marketing manager for Champions. So if I called you about SMS or email, that's me. Hello. So by the raising your hands, who is not on getting text updates from the company yet? Vita?
Oh, Vita, no,
Vita,
don't tell me.
All right.
I just got the email.
So you guys grab your phones out really quick. No, your phone. Your phone. And open up your text message app.
You lost me already. Text message out.
Your text messages.
That's my text message, okay.
Okay. So you're gonna make a new message, and you're gonna text number 1833
Text the number.
What is the number?
1833 72.
Is this for everybody or should we?
No, if you haven't got, if you're not getting updates
Are
yet.
you getting the text? Okay.
Okay. So if you're getting the text, don't worry about this. It's for the people that are not getting the text. So 1833 720 1587, and you're gonna text join, and you'll get a notification saying that you joined our SMS list, and you'll get notifications about events, classes, so that you guys will remember that, oh, I have a class that's coming up pretty soon.
Anybody didn't get the?
Yeah, anybody else that didn't get the number? Everybody's good? You did it?
I did. I was trying to open my,
That you just put it in the phone number line and then you.
You put join?
Yeah.
Let me see. You put join, and you put join. Join.
Can you repeat that, please?
1833 720 1587. And you're gonna text join. All right. If you have any more questions about the SMS, just meet me. I'll still be here. So Jennifer and Jeff came up to me, or we talked about building something that would be a lot easier for everybody to communicate with management, communicate with each other, communicate with Champions, period. So we built an app called Champions Community. There we have forums that you can download
Can you
from.
put it on here or no?
I don't want to take up too much time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
But you're just gonna go through and tell them?
yeah.
Okay.
So they wanted to build a community, so we have an app now. It's strictly for Champions, so it's a private group. You would have to enter your information, and then we would have to approve you to get in there. So we pretty much have the list of champions, and we'll approve you, obviously. In there, you'll get legacy forms. In there, you'll get LO forms if you need them. We have Remax Champions forms in there, Champions Real Estate forms in there. It's a lot easier. So then let's say you guys want to come to a class, all of the training calendars are in there, and you can RSVP straight from the app. RSVPing helps the management team because we know how many people are coming, how much food we should bring, and just let us know like how much of all of those logistics things that need to happen. So please RSVP. You can say yes, and then if something comes up, you can say no, and let us know who's not coming.
Did everybody find, because I see people kind of searching, does everybody have the app on their
I was
phone?
gonna announce that after.
Okay.
I promise I'll announce it.
Yeah, they
I'll
don't have
announce it.
the-
It's coming.
okay.
It's coming.
She's on it. Because I see everybody looking and there's no app.
Okay, and then so this coming to, I'll still be here if there's any questions on how to use the app and let you guys in. But in the App Store and Google Play Store, if you guys search Champions Community, we have an app you can download on there. It's called Champions Community on the App Store or Google Play. So we are off of Pulse starting today. There will never be any notifications on Pulse anymore. The group will still be there, but we're strictly going to be on the app now.
So Champions Community?
Champions Community. It's a red icon.
The little app on the App Store.
This coming Tuesday, we will have a Zoom. So if there's any more information that you guys need, that you guys say, like you guys leave here and I can answer your questions today, we'll be live on Zoom on this coming Tuesday at 9:15. And then we'll go through any questions that you guys might have. But I will still be here to answer any questions that you guys have about the app right now. Like you can't get in, like where can I find things? I'll still be here today.
How about if I don't remember my Apple password?
Your Apple password?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know. I can't help you with Apple password. I don't know Apple. It's the red one. Correct. So put a nice profile picture in there. Put your name, and then Morgan is watching us right now, and she'll let you in.
Hi, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan.
Everybody good?
She's
She's watching the class live.
I just have a quick question.
Yeah, of course.
This is just for the members, right?
For champions, yeah.
Champions, okay. In the future, you're going to do a app for our clients, so they can see the houses around?
We have champions listings in the app. So every champions listing that's part of the champions community, there's a link on there. You click that, and it'll pop up all of our listings.
Can you share the link with the client?
No, really, like just ask for you, the future want to do a app for maybe a
She means like a-
application for that.
Like a web page for our listings.
Just for webpage for listings. Okay, thank you. I'll see what we can do. Maybe we can put it on the website, and then it'll be a lot easier for your clients to look there instead of that. That's a good suggestion. Thank you. I'll still be here. I know there's gonna be a bunch of questions. I'll still be here. Okay. Thank you.
And you have to admit them, right? Like they.
Yeah.
Once it downloads, you have to. Thank you, guys. You know, all good information, and this is gonna be, the forum that we're gonna gather, like I said, and get together and talk about what is happening in the real estate industry, what's happening, with us. And we want ideas, also to be brought forward. So we're actually, yes, we actually would like you guys, did everybody bring like a pen or something to write with? You got your agenda book, good. Well, I was passing this out, because in previous times, we've posted and we've sent, emails out about what we could do. We want to hear from you guys, because we can kind of sit here and think, well, we're going to give a class on 1031 exchange, or, there's so many different avenues and things in real estate to give classes on, but we want to hear like the feedback directly from you guys. What is it that you guys want to learn? Is there anything in particular, that you would like us to bring in as a community? Is there anything, that you would like to see us do? And we want you to be, open about it and really think, about what it is that you would like us to bring. Because if we don't get that back and forth feedback, we're only going to bring what we think is going to bring value, but maybe it's not bringing the value that it should. So, if you guys could kind of read this, we would like you guys to take a moment to go through, to answer all of those questions, and then we're going to come back around and pick them up.
Everybody got one?
But I love it because people come, because the market changes all the time. It's exciting, it's great, and there's always new trends. But I learned so much from agents, what they've done right, but then also the mistakes they've done, so that we can learn from each other. And have those, because we all have, especially with the buyer's contracts and all that, everything, but the people that actually are doing business. So I think I'm excited for us to get together
as it grows and, you know, we start talking to each other and, you know, bringing up, like, this is a good forum for it, you know, for you guys to bring up like certain scenarios that are happening in this forum. And then the girls and I are also gonna be doing broker power hour once a month in person. Or is it every other month in person? Because we feel like that, you know, that one-to-one time, you guys can come in, sit with us, and then we can go over like certain file issues, or there's a lot that happens, you know, behind the scenes also with files and problematic files that we don't discuss. And you guys can learn from that, you know, like what is it that caused maybe the last board arbitration that I had to go to? You know, how can we avoid that? Those types of real talks, you know, are very important, I feel, moving forward. So in person, you guys can come, ask us any questions, you know, we'll be able to take that time to spend with you to talk about these things that are happening and be completely transparent with each other. So look out for that as well.
And for those of you who fill out the survey and you put your name on the top, we're gonna raffle off something. So if you want to be part of that, please return that and write your name if you're okay with that.
And I want to say, we have the broker power, it's the in-person one, next Tuesday. So,
Okay, next week.
yeah, next week on Tuesday, right, Justin?
The what?
Broker power hour,
Tuesday, February 18th at 11.
live,
Make sure you RSVP.
yeah, live
Okay.
here at Legacy First Oscar.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
here.
So for you guys to come and join in, bring questions, like ask us anything. We want to hear it. We want to give feedback and we want to help you guys.
It'll be like a roundtable format. So, you know, we'll set up like a roundtable and then just do even Q&As or anything that you guys want to know, you know, like I said, problematic files, even though they're problematic, you know, we learn a lot from them because we learn what not to do or things that happen, you know, that we should avoid. Like I'm getting a lot of EMD issues lately, you know, and I don't know why, like we're getting so many EMD issues because I almost feel like agents aren't talking to their clients about, you know, the contract and the potentials and things that could possibly happen, you know, with EMD issues, or, you know, agents are putting more than the 12,500, you know, into escrow as well, and their money is becoming stuck, you know, if they're the buyer's agent, their money is stuck there. Sellers aren't signing release. And, you know, there's like realities, there's contracts, and then there's the reality of contracts. So I always like to say that because there's law and there's contracts, and then there's like the reality of what could really happen, you know, and those things we need to talk to our clients about. So it'll be real talk. You know, we want you to bring your questions. That's the intention behind it. How are you guys doing on your?
If you guys are done, fold it
Okay,
and then we can collect them. Even and if you just fill out one or two, that's fine. It's, you know, whatever you feel comfortable.
And we're also, we're going to R4, which is, you know, I think that's the next thing that's coming up. Even if you guys are not getting an award and going on stage, you're invited, and please, I mean, go for one night. Go to Vegas for Monday night, go to the Champions Dinner, party with us, you know, have some fun, celebrate. It'll be a really good time. So keep that in mind. You know, even if you're not going to be walking the stage on Tuesday night, still join us because it's a great experience, you know, and it's a great time. Hey, you get to see Lenny walk the stage.
Yeah, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny got Titan this year. So, yeah. That's a big award. Yeah. Big award. So we could cheer each other on and, you know, be there for each other. So you guys can attend.
So I guess
Who raise your hands, who has been here less than a month in the Champions community? less than a month. All of you guys just stand up and introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
Just say hi. Stand up, introduce yourselves, and say hello to everybody. Less than a month. All of these ladies, if you guys see them, walk up, get to know them. Also Russ, get to know them. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, and say hi to them while you're eating your tacos, okay? And with that, anybody else have any input, anything to say, any questions,
I
any
just like
feedback?
to make sure you guys, we welcome men to be part of our book.
Oh, the book. Lala, we gotta talk about the book. Okay, so I'll let you finish it. I'm gonna start it. I read this book called Let Them by Mel Robbins. And I love to read. Like those of you guys that know me, I love to read. I read a lot of books. You know, I feel like we gain so much knowledge just from reading. And I recently read this book. I wish I would have read it, you know, when I was 20, or actually practice these things, you know, when I was 20. I'm very big on self-development because I feel like the more we develop ourselves, you know, the better, not only the better human being we are, but the more we're able to do in our business, you know, like self-development is where it's at. This book really digs into a lot of self-development, and I feel that it's very good for us salespeople because a lot of the time we get caught up on little things in our business that we shouldn't get caught up on. You know, we have to let things, you know, move and basically let them. Not to mean that, you know, we're doormats or anything like that, but to really work on ourselves and to find out what is it that, you know, is important. What battles should we actually be fighting? This is a great book. So Lala and I are starting a book club. You know, it's gonna be a nice little circle where we just get together. We assign certain chapters and then, you know, we sit and we talk about what we've learned in the book club. It's gonna be, you know, a lot of positivity and a time to network and connect.
Yeah, so I just wanted to let everyone know that I already started listening to Audible, so I like Audible, and then I also like to read. So we're gonna launch it March, what was it, we changed it, March 26th. So it's gonna be kind of like a lunch and learn type, a book circle, you know, so a book circle. And I already started to listen to this, and let me tell you, it's pretty powerful. You know, it's very, very powerful. So what we want to do with this is not just read it and talk about it, but we want to go deeper. I'm going to introduce some tools and practices that we can implement. This is going to help us grow our business. Possibly there's some things like I mentioned before, things that are keeping us stuck, blocks. So this is an invitation to anyone that wants to evolve and grow in a mastermind book circle, and that would like to go deeper. And it's very powerful when we come together and we share and we talk about things that are present in our life. It's not gonna, you know, we're not just gonna sit there and talk. We're actually gonna have, like I said, exercises, practices that we could implement. And we're gonna meet every other week. And so from my experience, when you do these type of practices in a professional setting or group setting, we all learn from each other, and then there's beautiful shifts that happen in our life. So this for someone that wants to go deeper, that wants to do self-development, that wants to collaborate and integrate that into the business. And so we've scheduled it to be from 11:30 to 12:30. It's gonna be at the Upland Training Center, so we invite all of you guys. It's not just for women, it's for men. We love our men. We would like
Whenever
our
we
men.
do these things, you know what, she hit the nail on the head. Whenever we do these things, we always have a circle of women, and we want our men to join us. We need that masculine energy in these circles. So the men, James, are you attending?
I will attend.
There we go. All right.
So if you are interested, you could attend our first gathering, which is gonna be March 26th at 11:30. You could bring your water bottle, a journal, if you want some snacks to eat, because it is around lunch. feel free to sign up here. We have a sign-up sheet, your name, your phone number, your email, so we can reach out to you. And we would look forward to having all of you guys, so.
Now,
Yeah, wait, hold on.